Well, Aaron, you know that our Barbara Starr and Jim Sciutto and others have been reporting over the last few days that the initial assessment of the intelligence community was that this Russian-made BUK missile, this SA-11 surface-to-air missile, was sent from Russia into Ukraine in coming days. And now U.S. officials are saying they believe that to definitely be the case. What's new, Aaron, is that they believe that since the shoot-down of Malaysia Flight 17, that launcher and other missiles that were operational have been brought back across the border. And the implication here, Aaron, is that Russia is trying to scrub the scene of the crash site and cover up any evidence that might implicate it in having supplied this missile to the separatists. They do not know whether Russian operatives were in eastern Ukraine and actually fired that missile. But what officials do know is that these separatists, if they fired it, had to have had some training from the Russians. This is not, as we've been discussing, an operational system that is really good to go. Officials say it doesn't matter, though. It doesn't matter whether Russian officials actually fired the missile or what Russia just gave the separatists the missile with an instruction manual and said, go to it. U.S. does believe that Russia has serious culpability here, Aaron.
And Elise, so you're saying that the information now that you have is that they actually, it's confirming that the missile system that they believe was used has now been transported back over into Russia.
That's right. They do have evidence that it's being brought back into Russia. And again, the implication is that Russia is trying to cover up some evidence. And in a very tough phone call between Secretary of State John Kerry and Foreign Minister Lavrov today, Secretary Kerry expressed grave concern that there was some tampering with the evidence. And I think this is one of the things he was alluding to. I think you're going to see the U.S. laying out this case